All right, and we are back with another video on the Friday the 13th series retrospect and breakdown in 2025 or modern times, because you might be watching this in 2026. Who knows? But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that clip there. I thought that clip, I don't know, to me was just hilarious, bro. From the way Jason broke the seat and the way his ass was scared as hell when she brought that chainsaw out. Like that, man. I should have overdubbed it, man. Oh man, that shit was funny to me. But I'm not here to clown Friday the 13th Part 2. Actually, I'm here to do the complete opposite. Friday the 13th Part 2, man, really, I guess the way I'm watching and consuming this franchise right now is pretty fun, because I'm watching them back to back, all in one. I don't say one sitting, but just, I'm not really watching anything else. I might watch a movie or two here or there in between, but like, only thing separating me from watching this all the way through is just going to work and just normal life shit. But like, once again, one of the advantages of the box set I'm gonna bring out again is just having access to all of it right here. So I'm kind of like determined, to be honest. I'm really determined to watch all of them and break them down. So once again, welcome to Dark Rewind. If you're new here, hit that like button and subscribe. And if you are new here, I am currently doing pretty much a Friday the 13th franchise breakdown, video by video, movie by movie. I'm starting from one and I'm going all the way down, and it's fun. I'm enjoying it. I know I'm being very disrespectful wearing a Halloween shirt, but I don't know. I guess I'm saving my Jason shirts for my favorite movie. But doesn't mean I'm not liking the movies I'm watching so far. And so far, I only did the first one. So if you are new here, I'll have that video pop up at the end, little end card of the video, so you can watch that if you haven't seen it. But yes, so we're breaking down Friday the 13th Part 2 today. This movie is the sequel to Friday the 13th Part 1 in 1981. And while Part 1 set the stage, I could say Friday the 13th Part 2 delivers what fans, I would say, now recognize as the franchise formula. This really set some of the formula for the rest of the franchise from here on out. This is Jason's true debut as the killer, and he's rocking the burlap sack instead of what we know normally. It's his hockey mask. But I love how it doubles down on the gore, the tension, and it's still campy, yet it's deadly, with that deadly vibe from the 80s, like from an 80s slasher. So I'm definitely feeling that about Part 2. The pacing is tighter, the kills are more inventive, and Amy Steele, her name in the movie's Guinea, the final girl. Guinea. She was likable, so it was pretty cool. And I like to say it aged probably a lot better than watching the first one. I watched the first one, I gave it a 4 out of 5, and I enjoyed it a lot. But I also had like the asterisk, like you had to kind of like explain this before you let someone that's never watched a horror movie, let alone Friday the 13th period, and you want to show them the first one. It's a lot harder to just pop the movie in and just let them watch it, hope they enjoy it without talking. I feel like you have to just explain a couple things, put the disc in, and then they'll enjoy it. But the second one, I would definitely say aged better in comparison. Like, I feel like this is definitely much more, we're getting more and more pop-inable. You could pop the movie in and enjoy it. But I will say, since we're comparing the franchise and kind of bundling it up, I'm going to probably pair the first 3 or 4. I just feel like the first 4 of the movies have like this whole Part 1 to 4. I think 4 is the final chapter. So I'm probably going to compare them, because it has this evolution to it. So I know that because I watched them, but I'm also reliving this franchise again currently through the box set here that I keep glazing and flexing. I just love this thing so much. So I'm sorry. I legit love this thing. This, if I could, I would. Never mind. I just love this thing. Um, but I can say, as far as like a verdict slash comparison, in a 2025 perspective, the best atmosphere, I would still give it to part one for sure. It has a little bit more of a spooky campfire vibe to it. Even though I love the Packanack Lodge, I love the campfire scene in part two, but the atmosphere in part one is definitely just, I guess it's more abandoned. It's more like, I don't know, has that abandoned, like it's been sitting for a while feel. Versus Packanack, they're just getting ready for the opening. Or if that's, yeah, you know, they're getting everyone geared up for the camp season. So the Packanack Lodge thing, still dope. I love the way how you had the campfire scene, and it just gives me that vibes because I used to watch these growing up. Thanks to my mom, we used to go camping and watch Friday the 13th while camping. It was great times, great memories, and it probably is the reason why I'm the way I am today, in a good and bad way. But you got to give props the introduction of Jason. Jason starts here in part two, and the way they introduce him is dope. You get to see Jason, and you get to see pretty much his living habits and everything. They tell a lot in this movie without really saying much, just by showing you where his little shack was at and how that shit looked and how rundown it was, the way it was built. It looked like somebody that was uneducated that just lived in a forest built some shit. And I love that. The kills, I love the kills. They're more creative, more visceral. Obviously, I'm loving the practical effects. I'm gonna chill practical effects for all these 80s movies. I'm sorry. CGI is dope and all, but man, it's just something about having a makeup artist come together and be creative to make a kill like happen, and you get to feel the creativity and see how they pull off with the camera angles and the makeup and the effects and everything. It's great. I love it. I think that's one thing that's going to always separate me from modern horror to classics. And I will say I'll probably say part two is more rewatchable in comparison to the first one. Like, I feel like I could watch part two every summer. You know, right when you're camping, could be your summer movie. I love, it's just something about the Packanack Lodge and the whole campfire thing. Like I said, it's just has that vibe. Like, if I don't know if you ever done it before, go camping, and you could do it way easier now. Like, we did it back in the day with the CRTs and a VCR, and that now you can get a projector and a little inflatable screen for probably $100 for that whole setup with a little Bluetooth speaker, and put the movie on a flash drive or get a Blu-ray or bring a PS5 or something. Just put the Blu-ray in, and there you go. You can have a good camping setup and watch this, and it's a great feeling, great experience. It probably makes the movie a little bit more scarier because you're outside and you're like, man, this nigga Jason really out here. But I would definitely say, due to the better pacing and the introduction to Jason, I have to say, man, part two it was phenomenal. I will say, part two, I did have to watch a couple times because I kind of was like really on the Friday 13th part one high. Like, I was like, man, this is really good, especially since I didn't like it originally, and then rewatching part one again lately just made me kind of like fall in love with it. So I had to watch part two a couple times because I was like, wait, I almost was like, is part one better? No, it's not. It's not. Part two is a great sequel. I don't want to say it's the perfect sequel, but it's the perfect answer to a great movie. It's the perfect follow-up. Part two delivers in every way. From the pacing, it improves on the pacing, it improves on the kills, it improves on the Jason screen time. You have a great reveal of Jason where he's all barbaric and half monster, half half me looking. No, I'm just kidding. But it was just great. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it so much. I enjoyed the final scene. And one of my favorite scenes is one of the scenes I opened up this video with. I think that shit was so funny to me. I was still enjoying the movie, but that shit was funny. I think my other favorite scene, if you want to compare part one, it pissed me off, but it was funny. When Pamela was chasing what's her name into a cabin, and it's a wall full of fucking rifles and like weapons everywhere. There's literally the answers to her problem was everywhere. And then she like trips up, and then Pamela's just slapping the shit out of her, and I'm just like, you deserve to get slapped. So this scene was cooler because not only did Jason bust his shit and fail on a kill, on a hiding under the bed kill, he got his ass zapped up with that chainsaw. It was great. Great way to open the video. But at the end of the day, it also brought, a lot more sex was in the movie, for all my gooners out there. It had a lot more sex, and I was like, oh shit, okay. You had one bitch was getting freaky with the dude in the wheelchair and shit. I said, oh, all right. This is crazy. I just kind of forgot about that. I haven't seen the first three in a long time. So it's like I'm reliving it for the first time. So I'm enjoying that. And once again, I got to talk about how much more creative the kills are. And I just really enjoyed seeing Jason in action, especially when the one scene I thought I kind of didn't like too much was when the cop was chasing him. The sheriff, I think, was chasing him through the forest. And I don't know. Watching Jason getting chased like he was some type of barbaric man. I guess because I know what the series grows into, so it's different for me. I guess I didn't like that part personally too much, but other than that, man, it's not even a true thing I didn't even like. There's probably bigger things to complain about. But I guess when the little dog shows up at the end, I guess I was kind of like whatever. But it was a cute little ending. But I definitely recommend, man, Friday the 13th Part 2. I'm gonna stick to my guns though. I have to give it a 4 out of 5 still. It's a great movie. It had some funny ass parts that shouldn't been funny, but it's funny, man. It's great. It doesn't take away from it, but 4 out of 5. Friday the 13th Part 2. Sorry, I'm tripping up on my words today. My mind's moving at 1,000 miles per hour. I think I'm just really excited about this, and this is very fun. So thank you again for watching. Hit that subscribe if you're new here. Hit that like button. Dark Rewind is out. Stay tuned for part 3. Gonna watch that probably tonight, and probably 2 or 3 times with the special features. All right, peace out.